but even better, slightly more refined, slightly more mature. Danny's parents.
Hey! So you wouldn't have got
Here
that
we
off
are.
of Danny, would you?
You wouldn't. You would have just got a grunt and a smarmy comment.
You'd have got, now then, guys.
Yeah,
now
but-
then, guys.
Back on the Oh yeah, we should do Danny's intro because Danny is currently
Twist it
away
towards you.
This
filming.
shows me belly.
Twist it towards you. Twist it towards
I've
you.
done that. It's
Right.
alright. I
So
can.
go
I can.
sideways.
No, because then
Look, can move
you
over
go
here.
upside
You move
down.
over here.
Oh yeah, come on. We can get nice and close. Oh, Athena wants to join in. So we'll say. Now then, guys. Back on YouTube again. And
Oh, no,
today. Oh, there we
Now
are.
then, guys.
Squeeze in.
But I thought we'd talk all things nostalgia, do you know, with you two being slightly more mature.
Oh, nice way of putting it.
But can you remember tea cozies? Because I've just asked your friend Garen to make us a tea cozy.
Yeah.
And she's made some amazing crochet animals. But I'm all about the tea cozy. But apparently it's not a done thing anymore, these tea cozies.
Well, it's not a done thing going out, is it? When did you last go to a nice restaurant and order tea for two with a cosy, please?
Did you have to, or maybe I'm just not ordering the cozy, I just expect
No, you
it.
never used to order the cosy, and I can't remember the last time I went into somewhere in my life. I can't remember. I know I'm only 21, but I can't remember.
See, I reckon it was when we went to that cafe in that little arcade next to Leeds Grand Theatre. Down there,
No.
we sat outside, crocheted rug over your legs,
crochet rug and a hot water bottle.
and a hot water
I
bottle.
don't remember a tea cosy.
I'll have to revisit it and find out.
Yeah. No, because I was brought up with tea cozies on his teapot.
At home, I had them growing up as a kid, and like you said, didn't you? Always put it on as a hat.
Yeah, because in the winter, I wanted to put it on the teapot. In the
It's
winter, you put it
warm.
on your head.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had hair then. But it warmed up your head.
And if you
After you'd put it on the teapot?
Yeah.
Of course,
Oh, is that why you did it?
Yeah,
And
keep your head warm.
as long as your mum weren't looking, because if your mum was looking, you get clout for doing it.
Oh.
Get my cosy off your head.
And then another
That's-
one to remember not to do it again.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Child abuse in the
Yeah.
60s, that's what it
In
was.
fact, I can't even think of a
Evening.
shop that would have a tea cup, you know, you just don't see them, do you?
That's so true. Mouse Charger's saying, what's
Hi,
happened?
Mouse Charger!
Hiya, Tony. Yeah, what's happened, do you know, to your bug roll holder?
Oh,
and all
yeah.
the little things. Do you know those fairies?
With
Yeah, just sit
And the
over
lady
it so
with
you
the
could
doll.
hide it, but
The
everybody
doll.
knew what was under it.
Yeah.
The plastic doll, wasn't it? And it used to grow. You can still get them.
Yeah. And do
You can
people
still get-
still have all the splash mats on the floor in bathrooms?
They need to with men.
Oh, tell me about
hold
it.
on
Well,
a
no,
minute,
to be
hold on a
honest,
minute.
it's to need splash mats throughout the house.
I have splash mats when I've got me gin.
Yeah.
There's them 20 ladies for you two, isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Everybody else used tenors.
We're meant to be talking about tea cozies, and here we are on, well,
Tenor.
feminine things now.
Yeah, that was Mouse Charger though. She asked about the little things that go over your toilet roll.
Yeah, it
so,
wasn't
so
us.
don't blame us.
And you used to get the one that was like stitched, wasn't it? And you hooked it up and you get 3 toilet
Yeah.
rolls in it. And I bet you never had one of these. I had that went over my Hoover, a maid. She looked like a maid, and it just stood over your Hoover, and it used to stand on the upstairs landing, and it used to scare the life out of one of our kids. And they said, like, you know, move it, mummy, it's scaring me. I know where to put it. I said, it's got to say, I can't go to the toilet in the night, she's looking at me. So when she used to be out, I used to open her wardrobe and stand it in there. So
Oh,
when she
that's
used to come in
brilliant.
again, it used to be in there. But I said, you don't see them now either.
No. Well, you've got Henry's still. They're like retro though.
Henry's, yeah, but they're
Yeah.
electrical. This was just a cover that went over.
To hide it so that you didn't know it was the Hoover.
You didn't know it was a Hoover,
But
it
do
looked like
you
a maid.
I just vaguely remember a Hoover without it, the electric.
That's
Yeah,
a
a
sweeper.
roller.
That's
No,
a
like
sweeper.
a roller.
Oh, you push it backwards and
Yeah,
forwards.
do
Yes.
like the one with the not like
Push-
a brush.
Like-
That's a
Do you know like
sweeper,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
A Hoover without electric, how could it be a Hoover
Because
without
it's like metal, and you have to go
Yeah,
backwards and
that
Little
forwards.
square thing at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And-
that.
yeah.
And it went,
Carpet
oh,
sweeper,
and it
yeah.
used to sweep it, used to sweep it round, it had bristles. It wasn't a Hoover.
I'd call it a
Hoover
Hoover.
without electric. Classic. No.
Where is Danny? I'm not sure if we can say where he is.
No, we can't.
But he's not here.
But he's not here.
He's not here.
He's not even in
That's
the
why we're
country.
Yeah, so if we narrow it down,
Yeah.
he's
There
somewhere
we-
else.
Yeah, he's somewhere
up
else,
there on
not
the
in
wall.
the UK. Yeah.
Yeah. somewhere else.
Looking quite tanned and quite chilled actually, because he hasn't got all of this
He's
around.
got the best life, really, hasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he complained when he did a shift on radio. He worked there. I think he was there 11 till 2. Honestly, you'd think he'd just like
all 3 hours.
yeah, because his takeaways normally take half an hour. You'd think 11 till 2. He came back.
That's
Shattered.
a good day's work.
Yeah.
Need a week
It
off
must,
now.
it must be hard to travel round and just pull a table up and sit and eat, and then get back in the car and come home and then relax, mustn't it?
Yeah.
That must be really hard.
What I like is that everyone, so trolls always think that I'm like living the life of luxury.
Oh, believe me, she's got.
You saw in our house.
She's got all the kids to see to, the dog, the garden, sorting the rubbish out. Yeah, she's got it all
I am.
while he's swanning about.
I am. I'm a lady who lunches, doesn't she?
Yeah, lady of leisure. but
Reheats
lunches.
Greg's.
Yeah.
Greg's coffee. That's my lady who lunch.
What do you reckon, Athena?
So what other things do you remember from your childhood then, other than tea cosies? Oh,
You
that's
used
put
to
you on
play-
the spot, hasn't
You
it?
used to play jacks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
So you're not, I thought because you're a lot younger than me, I didn't think you'd remember jacks.
No, but I was also brought up quite old school, I think, because I was from quite a poor area. So sometimes.
Yeah, you weren't as poor as us.
It was. Did you all share baths? Not at the same time.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
you shared
Not
bath
just
water
bath.
between the whole
You
family.
shared
It
towels.
was- you were lucky if you were the one to get in first.
John come from a family, a 3-bed house with how many siblings?
There was 13 of us.
13 kids. in the
13 in
house.
Yeah.
3 beds.
So it
Bunk
was
beds. Bunk beds.
First up.
Bunk beds on
That's
bunk
like a
beds.
military camp.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
First up, best
Yeah,
dressed.
his mum.
First up, best dressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if it was my sister's dress, I would know if it was the best thing. That was-
I've seen you at your Slimming World groups. What's Jack's mouse charges after?
Jack's
Big
it-
up, rate my takeaway, says Eugene. Thank you, Eugene. Lennon,
Oh,
where
God,
is
you read
Danny?
that. Too small to be right up to like that. Jack's is like the little metal things, like a star with little bubbles on the end, and you got a red ball with it. And you used to have to, I think you've got 5 jacks, I think, something like that. And you used to have to throw
I think
the
throw
jacks,
them up and-
throw the jacks up in the air, turn your hands, and see how many you could catch on your hands.
Yeah.
And then you had to throw the ball and do. I can't remember how to play it, but I can remember doing all this and throwing them up and
Then
catching.
you had to pick up one and
Yeah,
then pick up
that's
2 and then
it.
pick up
You
3.
threw them on the floor and you had to
Well, I
bounce
never
the ball,
even played
pick ones
But I just had my eye on some girls in the playground that were doing it.
pick up, you throw your ball, pick freezy up and things like that. And it was just called jacks. It was really popular in our age, sitting.
I remember Jack's and
Yeah.
Mahjong.
Which one's that?
That's them
The
tiles,
Chinese
isn't
one.
it? Them-
All right.
Tiles you
I
pile on top.
remember, and I've got to get the right word here because I say the wrong word. I remember me clackers.
What are your clackers?
Is it me clackers?
Yeah, your clackers.
Me clackers.
From the
Do
70s.
you remember them mouse charger? You got a ring with 2 bits of thing coming down with 2 balls on the end.
Heavy plastic.
Heavy, yeah. And you used to have to put it on your finger and you get them bouncing, and then you had to get them to clack up and go like this. And if you weren't quick, they could get your fingers and
Yeah,
So like
bruise
that.
your knuckles.
yeah. So I have to say clackers because I get it wrong sometimes and it's got an N in it.
Oh. Nah. Oh. Sorry. I just got it. I had to say it out loud. Oh, thank you. This was one of Danny's fans who made the painting behind us that you're saying you like. It is literally Danny's face.
Yeah, it's nice. Isn't it?
Literally, that's all it is.
it
It's
is,
Danny's
it is.
face.
It is lovely. bit narcissistic, like, but
I think they've captured him.
he
I
has.
really do, yeah.
It is Lee Van Camp. You've made sure that I'll
Yeah.
never forget Danny,
And
even
she
when he's
loves
out of the
it, doesn't
country.
she?
Oh, she does.
She sees it so bad. Yeah.
Look, are you gonna have a look?
Where's Daddy?
Where's Papa? Where is he? And I wonder if you'll have tea cases when you're older.
I don't think so.
How would you used to have coffee?
Oh, wow. You see,
Just
we were
out of
that poor, we
jars.
never had coffee.
Oh, was it back to how it is now? £8 a jar.
We just used to have. Well,
No, I think it was.
Really.
I think it was 3 and 6, but
We never had any of these Costa coffees and
Oh yeah.
Starbucks and
It was-
going to work and getting a coffee on the way. I mean, me and John, we've said we cannot understand how these pop-up Starbucks and Costa coffees are building all over the place, and there's queues going in for a coffee. What's all that about? And it's like £5 for a coffee.
ridiculous amount of like flavoured water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Mind you, that said, I've been with Danny once, and he says, do you want a tea, Father? I went, go on then. It was the worst cup of tea I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
And it will have been about.
And I won't say
£3.50.
which chain that was from,
Yeah.
but I think there's a little green lady's face on the
And it
outside.
looks like a look.
But they called it a pig bag or something.
Oh yeah, the pig tea thing.
But you look at the tea bag and it looks like it's got sweepings off the floor,
Uh.
like the old carpentry shop. You know what I mean? But no flavour.
We drink tea, don't we? That's what we drink at home.
But
And
what
I
tea do we
must-
drink?
We cheap Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
But
Yorkshire.
lately, it's all just tasted like water to me, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
I wonder
actually,
if they like making the ingredients less.
do you reckon
cost of
taking
living.
some of the leaves out?
Yeah. Anyone remember Queenie O'Coco, who's got the ball?
Oh,
See, I
Queenie. I think the girls at school used to call it Queenie, who's got the ball,
Yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
And you had to guess who got ball.
Really?
And then there's Mr. Wharf. What time is it, Mr. Wharf?
Oh, Wolf.
No, not dwarf. Mr. Dwarf.
Mr. Wolf.
Mr. Wharf.
Who?
What?
Who?
What?
Mr. Wharf.
Who? Dwarf.
This is why she had to move up to Yorkshire. We have to refine you.
No, Danny's normally the one that takes the mickey out of me the way I speak. Wolf.
Wolf, there you go.
Mr. Wolf.
Wolf.
Wolf. Wolf. It was a tennis ball in a pair of tights.
Oh, you put that round your leg, didn't you?
Did you?
I think so. And you
Oh, and have
sounds
to jump
like-
over it.
Well, that's
Swing it
right.
around and have
When-
to jump over it with your other foot. That was hard.
Your friends that have got the ring on the long piece with a ball on the end, they came from the richer families. If not, you just shoved it in the tights and put it round and you used to have to jump round it.
Ah, there you have it. Oh, and Miles Charge is asking, what biscuit do we like for the average cup of tea?
Oh, I know. I think what biscuit is a bit of an understatement for me and John. It's what packet of biscuits do we like?
See, the thing is, what I found is
Boxes tray.
my go-to biscuit, if you like, is a digestive, plain digestive.
Really?
A plain digestive.
Controversial.
Cheap.
Cheap, yeah. I don't need to go for a branded one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
So that's for me, a plain digestive. However, it must not be dunked in any hot liquid.
You don't dunk. I don't get the point of a biscuit
You
without
have
a dunk.
to dunk. You have to dunk.
Okay,
And if you have rich
put it this way.
tea,
If you were to
tea
leave a
together.
packet of biscuits open in the cupboard
Yeah.
for, say, a week, and then they go soft, would you eat them?
Yeah.
Well, all right, you wouldn't eat them.
No.
No. Why? Because they're soft.
Yeah.
But you will put them in tea to make them soft and then eat them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
they're
it's
like hot and
different.
soft.
Yeah, and it absorbs the flavour of the tea. In the
Yeah.
cupboard, it's just gone soft.
Yeah.
Or you can have fun. The most fun biscuit is the Tim Tams when you buy Tim Tam, an Australian one. You buy each cone and then you suck up the tea.
You do that with a chocolate biscuit, which has got a picture of a like flightless bird on front.
Penguin.
All right then.
Oh, penguin.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Can do
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I didn't
But
think
rich
of that.
tea are good dunkers. You've got to be quick. You've got to be
Yeah.
on the ball really quick. But I put two together and you go dick dick dunk, dick dick dunk. But two together.
Yeah, but you also make a lot of mess whilst you're doing it.
I made
And you have to
mess
wear your bib, don't
anyway.
you?
Yeah. Dick 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 dunk.
Yeah. Dribble. I can't wait till you're at Nanny's drinking a cup of tea out of your little beaker and a biscuit. Yeah.
But you like things like you like ginger nuts and that.
Ginger nuts, yep.
I like custard creams. They're nice to dunk.
Chocolate
What's the
Gordons.
lesbian one? Lesbians. Do you know
Sorry.
the oh what? Do you know the square ones that when we had for a treat for Christmas we'd have the posh ones.
Right.
They're like rectangle and good quality chocolate.
Can anyone answer this because
They're like lesbian.
Victoria.
I don't know.
They-
I'm gonna have to find.
Viscounts.
no,
Let me
No.
that
find
sounds a
this.
bit
Let me
like
find this
lesbian.
out.
No, but it doesn't have
No,
to, does
love bean. That is.
I didn't say that. I said lesbian.
Don't worry, Danny. Whilst you're away, I ain't having any love beans with my cup of tea.
Oh,
I
this
don't-
is all starting on Tico's.
Hobnobs are good. Hobnobs are good.
Hobnobs. They're the dunkers of dunkers then.
Yeah. Actually, I've got Danny some hobnobs for when he gets back.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh, now I know they're in the house.
Yeah.
Tough luck, Danny.
just open the packet and take them out and fill the packet with tissue.
That's a good idea.
Just say we're
Seal it
keeping
back
you
up.
healthy.
Just leave one on the top.
Yeah, put some weight
There,
on.
look. Lesbian biscuits. There they are. You can get from Tesco.
Where's it so lesbian?
Well, that's what I googled, and then it's those ones. Choco Labin.
Pronounce that, John.
Yep.
Choco
Libins.
Labins.
Libins.
You can Google it. Labine.
Labins.
Is that how you say it? I love chocolate covered Oreos. Oh yeah, the snowy robed Oreos.
They just look like
What's your favourite?
square rich teas
Yeah.
with a bit of chocolate on and a name.
I know what you're on about, but I just couldn't say the word.
Well, I don't know.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
Not lesbian.
Ah.
Lesbian.
Well, when
Like
we're
beans.
being
You don't
posh, we
go
have a
into
lesbian.
Tesco's and ask the poor little lad that's doing his, what is it, from school, where they go to work for a week. Can you direct me to the lesbian biscuits?
Especially if I go, no, the ones you can dunk.
Dunk
Don't sustain the water.
with a tea cozy on your head at the
Yeah, right. Ah, ah.
Right, no, I've never
So
had
Mouse Charger said, ow. Oh, sorry, Eugene, what's your favourite takeaway, Chinese or Indian? My favourite is an Indian.
Mine's Chinese, but I do like Indian korma. I don't like anything else Indian because
No.
it's too hot for me. But I love korma.
Wrong.
But Chinese, and I prefer to go to a buffet, not because I like lots, but I can have a little bit of different things. Whereas if you, it annoys me actually. This is a good subject because us oldies now, you know, we can't really go out and have these big takeaways and all that. And it's expensive now, isn't it?
Do you get the half portions though?
They won't do them. No, they won't do
No.
them. This is what we're saying. We phone up the Chinese. We've tried them all and says, do you do half portions? No, we don't do that. And we found one that done it and it weren't that nice, was it?
Mm.
But for me,
I guess I gave you somebody's leftovers. I'm like, this is great.
but for me,
Too good to go.
why can't the Chinese do a half portion? Someone explain that to me because, you know, even if they've pre-made them into portion sizes, they can serve you half a portion because somewhere down the line someone's going to want that other half a portion, aren't they? And I just think, I don't like curry. He likes curry. I like sweet and sour. He don't like sweet and sour. So we can never try anything new because you don't like to come away from your comfort zone. But
Oh, so you mean like half and half?
yeah, so why can't we have like why couldn't I have I'd have a half a portion of a sweet and sour, then
Yeah.
a lemon chicken. I'm very much like that, you see.
Fruit with mainly
Yeah, where
this
John
one.
likes curries and things.
Yeah.
We would have 2 dishes each, but then obviously because they're half portions, you're not spending a lot more.
Yeah, but
But
if
you
you
know
can
you
have a curry, you'll have to go to Indian and take it out. Or to
No, because
Chinese.
I tell you what is nice from I'm allowed to say names. Well,
Yeah.
you said lesbian, didn't you? From Tesco's the other night.
This is not sponsored by Lesbian Biscuit.
That's not a brand name.
From Tesco's the other
Just
night.
mispronounced.
We had one of those boxed Indian takeaways, didn't we? Because it got a korma in it.
Oh, yeah.
You had jalfrezi, didn't
Yes.
you? I had korma. It was what we're laughing at. We got Kirsty here laughing.
Yeah. Happy birthday to Kirsty.
Happy
birthday to you.
Kirsty.
Happy birthday, dear Kirsty. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Hip hip hooray!
So yeah, we bought one of these things, and was it £7 or £8, wasn't it?
Something like
Something
that.
like that. It was for nothing.
It wasn't, it was 7 or 8 quid.
I knew it'd say that. Right. And I thought, wow, I bet this is going to be
Rank.
rank. Yeah, I thought it's going to be the cheapest of cheap meat, bristly or, you know. And do you know what? The korma was absolutely amazing. He enjoyed the jalfrezi. Then he got a dish full of these ball things that were like really hot and spicy.
On your barges.
That's it.
On spicy balls. Barges.
Yeah, barges. Too hot for me. I can't do anything hot.
No wonder takeaways have a problem with you two. I want half a Chinese, half an Indian, some ball things. Those ball things. He likes them spicy. I don't want them. I want them without spice.
I'm not going into Tesco's and asking for lesbian biscuits. So, and then there was 2 big Dan breads, weren't there?
Mm-hmm. Call them
And-
breads
and
or
rice.
nans, it's up to you.
Naan breads, lamb breads, whatever. And the rice. And when I got the rice out, I called him back to say, look at this mailing. We've been conned here. I said, we've got a korma for me and a jalfrezi for you and 1 rice. What's all that about? We've got to
Perfect.
share it. But actually, the grains of rice must have been very small, or the dish was bigger because there was plenty of rice there for us.
Well, you say there was
It was
plenty.
like, well, there was. There was.
Maybe it was expanding
It was like
rice.
7 quid. And you just think to yourself, what would that have cost us if we'd have gone for
Well, do you know what? I did do a review at a high-end restaurant this week, right? And then I realised, as common as I am,
Common.
I was saying, because it was very good quality, and it was 35 quid for 3 courses, you got drinks included, and that was quite good because it was really nice
yeah,
food.
Yeah.
But then I piped up at this press lunch.
Piped up.
I went, oh, this is brilliant value. Did you know a pizza up? Sometimes it's 40, 50 quid a head.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And if you go for their buffets, they're not that nice.
No,
are they?
because you used to be able to get good quality buffets
Yeah.
on Pizza Hut, and then now it's just rubbish.
Because it's on all the time now,
Yeah.
isn't it? Every day. It used to be just certain days. Now it's all every day, and I think they just
put,
it's not.
yeah. Oh, Toby Carvery, I'm sorry, Toby, but you've gone downhill.
Oh, I say we're really pulling on them all tonight, aren't we?
Yeah, you've gone downhill.
Well-
But if anyone wants to treat us, and we'll try out again, we'll be
On that
persuaded.
subject, we had a breakfast this morning.
We did have a breakfast this
Well
morning.
done.
Yeah, we had a breakfast this morning.
Sugar puffs? No, we didn't have sugar puffs. No, we went to a eatery near us because we had to go shopping to get stuff for tea, and we had this breakfast and it was okay. Wasn't
It was a buffet breakfast,
Yeah,
wasn't
it
it?
was okay. And then we sat there, and obviously we use Premier when I'm working. We go to Premier Hotel, so we always have their breakfast. And John said, you know what? We've paid, was it $7.99 for this breakfast this morning?
No, £7.49.
Sorry,
Don't get it right.
Sorry, $7.49 for the breakfast.
Yeah.
But then we had to pay $1.99 for a cup of tea, and if we wanted juice, we had to pay £1 for a glass of juice. So when we stay at the Premier, it's $10.99, I think, And for that, you cook breakfast, which you can, 9 times out of 10, they cook it for you there and then. It's not a buffet. But you can ask for us, if you want 12 eggs, you can have 12 eggs. You'd be a bit constipated later, but if you want 12 eggs, have them. And you can have more. You can say, can I have some more, please?
Premier.
Yeah. You can, so you know what you're getting is freshly cooked. It's not been sat under one of those heaters. You've got your toast there, which you can go and get. And again, that's freshly, because you're putting it in yourself with the toast. Today, the toast it was under the heater, and when I sat down and put my butter on, it was just like plonk, plonk.
It was like thick Rivitas, wasn't it? It was that crispy.
I had to go up and ask, can we have some fresh toast, please? Which she did straight away, but it wasn't.
Because they were already made.
Yeah,
or earlier.
They went out and got them. You could tell the difference because they were fresh and weren't sat under these heaters. So then we said, but there's no cereal, and at Premier Inns you get the cereal. And you get croissants and muffins, pancakes, all that,
yogurts,
juice,
fruit.
yogurt, fruit, everything. Get all that for $10.99.
That's good.
So when you add up your $7.49, your $1.99, which would be $3.98 because there's 2 of us, and then 2 juices. It's a no-brainer, is it?
It is.
You've
It's
got
true.
more choice.
But like Mouse Charge is saying, places like, because Harvester used to do that. We were gutted, weren't we, when we went for breakfast and they'd stopped that. Probably because of this lot.
Yeah.
And they stopped a lot of the salad bars.
Yeah, now you see, Harvester's one of our favourite go-to meals out, isn't it?
Yeah.
We did have a good Christmas dinner there, didn't we?
Yeah. And and we just like the meals there. We like the salad bar, and we don't really find any fault with Harvester, do we? Apart from the fact they shut the ones down near us.
Have you ever made a curry from scratch and also made it in the air fryer more to the point?
Oh, now there's a
Well,
I've
question.
made lots of curries from
I
scratch.
did a cauliflower and mushroom curry in the air fryer the other week. But I didn't make it with all the spices. I actually bought me a jar of curry sauce and then did everything into it. But that was done in the air fryer, and you just treat it like an oven. You just just put it in and cook it like it's in an oven.
Serve it.
And Frida, my friend, she's coming on Thursday. She teaches me all the dal from scratch, and oh my gosh, it's so good. I can't be doing with these toasters that take an hour to grill, then have to put through twice because not done first time.
No,
That is true.
And you get told off if you twiddle with the dials. If you twiddle don't touch the dials. Yeah.
How do you have your toast though?
However it comes in one of them places. Sometimes it's through and shut out and it ain't got any colour to it. The other time it's really slow and comes out and it's dark, and so you twiddle with the dials, then you get told off. But
what did they used to do back in your day? Did they have toasters? I don't know.
They was a new invention. They were, in fact, what they used to be was like a little. It's like a. You're right there.
yeah, got this.
It was like a long fork, right? And you put the bread on it and put it in front of fire.
Get
Like a
away!
marshmallow.
Get away!
Like you do marshmallows nowadays, yeah. That was it. It was actually a long fork though, because obviously you burn your fingers and then when you do the other
John,
side.
we're not that old, for God's sake. It wasn't.
Oh,
it was
sorry.
a grill at high level on the cooker. Hello, sweetheart. A grill at high level on the cooker.
High level.
And you pull it out and you put your bread on and you push it in and you stand and watch it. And then when it's ready, you pull it out.
Turn it over.
Yeah.
Talking of that though, waiting. So this is what has got me. So obviously, Danny's away, so I've been doing school runs. So I like it because the kids have to use buses and actually
I've been doing the school
use
runs.
the
Like, you
legs.
stood at the door and wave.
School run.
It's a lot of effort getting them out of this house, my
Tell me
days.
about it. Tell me about it.
You're even part of the school process on the phone. But now they've got apps to tell them when the bus is. But this has made them worse because then literally it'll
They
be like
leave
leave it to the last minute.
That was this
We
morning.
used to, it
He
stresses
says,
me out.
I've got a minute now
Yeah.
until my bus comes. I said, where are you? He says, top of shit. I said, you best get moving then. Then he said, oh, my feet are wet. I said, what's the matter? I'm going across the grass now, Nan.
Oh,
But the
my
first
days.
morning this week when he checked in with me to let me know he'd gone to school, all right, I said to him, "Are you sure you're at school? You're out going to school?" He said, "Yeah. What do you mean? You're not just stood in the back garden?" Do you know what he said?
Yeah.
"I couldn't do that. You'd track me."
It's like a team effort, isn't it? Trying to get there.
But he's done well.
He has.
He's done really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a few boomerang moments.
Yeah.
Took me 3 hours to get him out because to me, if you've got your limbs on from last night, you can go in.
Yeah.
And
He was poorly.
He was
supposedly.
poorly, and so I gave him an hour. Woke him up, gave him another hour. That's it. You're off.
Get off, that's it.
And
then
then I got
send
a
me a
call from
message
Morrison saying I'm thrown up,
But then she
and I
messaged
can't
me saying,
physically do that.
"Boomerang."
Yeah, I like
back.
spoke too soon. I was like, oh my days. But we did mostly successful.
Yeah. See, like now, Danny would be sat over there, wouldn't he, going,
Yeah, we go caught. He tells us we talk too long.
"We could talk for a
Yeah. Did they? When I was growing up, we used a clipper card on the bus. Oh, what's the clipper card? Oh! Athena's
Hello.
getting caught now.
Just to give you a close-up. How was that, Fina?
Is that about right there?
Yeah. Oh, look, you can do your dating profile now.
What's that?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, my name's Tony.
I'll be at
more this
Harrogate
way.
Flower Show
I'm
tomorrow.
at Harrogate Flower
With a
Show
carnation.
tomorrow. I'll wear a carnation. If anybody would like to come and ask for an autograph, yes, I am. Danny's mum. And I'll have him with me.
Do you remember, that reminds me, when people used to give you the number on a chuddy packet?
On a chuddy packet.
Those were days. Do you remember, Kirsty?
No.
If they were like flirting with you, they'll get a Wrigley's and write the number on it and give you
They
the...
had a lot of money if they had Wrigley's.
Oh,
See,
really?
nowadays there was Wrigley's, but I think if a lad give me a bazooka
Bazooka Joe.
after I said
A Bazooka Joe. With a little cartoon inside.
yeah.
I'll get you out of it. You're right.
Little cartoon, and never used to read the cartoon.
Oh.
No.
I'd be much more impressed, you know, like with a penguin joke or something,
Oh, yeah.
than just a chuddy with some
It
random
wasn't a joke.
number.
I think it was a story, a little.
What Bazooka Joe was up to,
story, yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is something I've been watching because one of our friends, he's on that, what's it called, that one of the love shows, dating shows.
Love
What's it?
Island or
Love Triangle.
what
They've
are
got
they
new
called
Love
now?
Triangle.
First dates.
Love Triangle. So-
Have you seen some of them on there?
The Undateables.
I'd be on that.
I'd be on the
Undateables.
Undateables. Yeah, I'd be on.
But do you know a lot of them that go into these reality shows? They go on. A lot of them get famous, don't
Oh, they do nowadays. When I went on Britain's Got Talent, it was before already social media properly. I think we just got on Facebook. So I still have some old group that was made, a community on Facebook.
Was it
Vote
Friends
Sophie
Reunited
May.
or something?
Yeah, Vote Sophie May. But nowadays, you go on reality TV,
Yeah.
they literally, they get millions of followers.
I'll tell you who I like that became famous, Stacey.
Solomon.
I love her. I think she's lovely.
People always say I remind them of her.
No, you remind me of
Marlene Class. Yeah. No, not looks wise. Like, I think it's just like, oh, does
Yeah.
I think it's just the way you play the piano.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying about the way. No, I just like her because
Marlene
she's
Class.
just full of life.
Yeah,
isn't
she plays
she?
the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
Oh.
play it just as well.
I thought you meant Stacey plays.
No,
it.
Stacey doesn't play
No,
the
Stacey has loads of ideas for the house. That's probably why I like Stacey. isn't it?
Storage wars.
Storage things and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort your house out, or I'll come round and sort it for you.
I'd
Bring
say
it on.
come and sort it out for me.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. I was
just
like,
to
come
meet
on,
her.
Stace.
Yeah, no. But they do, they go on. Who's another one that's gone on further from doing...
That Alison on this morning.
Was she in a
Yeah, she was on
reality?
Big Brother, wasn't she? Back in the day.
Was she?
Yeah, she wasn't a presenter.
But why was she on Big Brother?
Rylan. X
Oh, I
Factor.
love Ryland.
Yeah, he's a good
I
one,
love
isn't he?
Ryland. Yeah, I love Ryland. And you know, he phones his mum up and think, Danny don't phone me up, does he?
Oh, not before now. We'll have to defend him on that one. I don't think you give him chance to call you.
I try not to call him now when he's filming. I try to I track him first, and if he's out and about, I think, oh no, he could be filming. But there was a time before he met you, I could ring him and he'd be all right, Mum, and he'd chat. He ain't got time for me now. I've been pushed down the scale now. I have.
Oh, his
But-
cameraman feels the same as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've all been just shoved down a bit in the pecking pile.
But it's okay.
Yeah. so-
Acceptable reason.
Just need to give him some hobnobs.
I'm not wasting my knobs on him. He's no, but no, I do like Rylands, and I could just sit and listen to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
nice,
he's nice,
Rylan.
Look,
What's your favourite reality
Just
TV? You lot would be great on Gogglebox.
yeah, bring it
Yeah.
on. Yeah, that's something
That'd
me
be-
and John would love to do.
Oh, and they say Miles Charger says it's Rylan, not Ryland.
Oh, wow, I just got that from this here. It hasn't got a D on the end.
It's Rylan, actually. Didn't he? He's lovely there, because didn't he have a break as well because of his mental health? Because
Yeah.
people have been.
But he looks after his mum and all, you know.
Does he?
Yeah, he does loads for his
Don't
mum.
worry, you've got
Do
me.
you know, like the other thing is that Peter Kay, he's the other one. Danny idolises him. He looks after his mum as well.
Does he?
Yeah, he got his mum a bungalow.
So if Peter Kay, if you're watching,
In Danny.
if you're watching this, Peter Kay, or somebody closely associated with him, let's get Peter Kay on with Danny doing a takeaway.
And we have purchased tickets to Peter Kay,
Well,
so we've contributed to your
Excuse me,
funds.
we were there last month watching Peter Kay.
You were?
Yeah.
At Sheffield, were it?
No,
Leeds.
Leeds. And
Was
I
he
won't-
any good?
won't- Yeah. He don't look like our Danny anymore.
It's not.
No, don't
Oh.
look like our Danny anymore.
It's
But
a
he's-
shame.
He's had a big break, hasn't he? You know, everything.
What? His
But-
leg?
No, he's had time
Oh,
off.
time off.
But just coming back on the stage, and it was just him again straight away.
Oh.
And it was lovely.
I
Yeah.
always think that I'd be right nervous, wouldn't you? If you had to do comedy. I'm so not purposely funny. Danny could do it because he just tells
do it,
one
don't
story
you?
and then it's 3 hours later you've got
Yeah.
a show done and he's
just
finally
go,
got to puncture.
what's
You're
the-
like relieved.
The worst thing that could happen is they won't come back and see you again. But then some other idiot wouldn't they? So it's always gonna.
It's not like that though anymore.
isn't it?
You get it streamed online. You get you get berated in papers.
Oh,
You
right.
get memes made of you.
What I couldn't cope with is what are them things called that follow you on?
Trolls.
Trolls.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a troll.
Danny would tell me not to look at this and not to look at that because there'd be trolls on there and that. And he knows that I would be in there. I'd tell him what I think.
Yeah. The thing is, people always say with trolls that they don't impact you, but they always do.
They always-
You can't help but like
Anybody
go, "Ah."
would be impacted with people saying bad things. And that.
Although I don't mind some of the bad things because some of the bad things are just funny. Are you going to nanny? That doll looks real.
That's a baby.
She's
It's
a good reborn, isn't she? State of the art. Aren't you, Bambi?
It's our baby, isn't it?
Our little feely bobs.
Feeny bobbies.
I hear Peter Kay had to cancel Liverpool because it was unsafe. I don't know. I used to take Mum to Peter Kay. I know he's had to postpone his Co-op Live arena because they've had delays, haven't they? Co-op Live, and I did an article on them.
The co-op one.
Yeah.
Did you used to get no saving stamps
Yeah,
if you booked it?
But do you know with the Co-op Live new arena, do you know how much it is for a drink?
No. Go on then, flabbergast me.
Go on. It's between $8.95 and $12.95
For water.
for tap water. I don't know. You'll have to
Tap
tell me
what?
Co-op Live.
What was
Water.
it? Water.
Yeah.
What's that?
$8.95 for a pie.
oven.
Yeah. Kirsty's wasting away. We've got Danny calling, going, come on, cut. Right, so we'll send you, oh yeah, Corporation Pop. Peace, love, shimmies. See you soon, guys.
Peace, love,
Thanks.
shimmies.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Until next time.
Till next time.